I want to talk about 5 lessons that we've learned at Flow RMS about what it takes to build a purpose-driven business. So the first is a clear vision. So what I mean by that is you need a solution that's able to solve someone's specific painful problem where they get excited about it. And you can repeat that reaction in people over and over again the more people you show it to, the same product. And at an old company I had, Data Crunch, we did a lot of great work, but we sold a lot of types of work to a lot of different people. And so it was very difficult to scale. At Flow, we sell one product to a marketplace of lots of people that need that solution. And when I show Flow to our specific demographic, specifically rep firms in the industrial manufacturing space, almost always they sit back and say, wow, we have been looking for something like this for years, and we've never seen anything that can do what your platform can do. And it solves so many of our problems. And so being able to have a clear vision of what your product does for a specific group of people makes selling that product very easy. And sales is hard. And so if you can have a product that basically sells itself, and products that fulfill a certain purpose for a certain individual very simply can do that. And so we've had a lot of success with that at Flow. The second thing I'll say is we've been able to build a team of people who are highly motivated to solve this problem for our specific demographic. And so anytime you can build a team of people that believes in your vision and that believes in what they're doing, the quality of work goes up, their ability to execute goes up, retention goes up. We've had people with us. Most of the team here at Flow has been with us for 3, 4, 5 years. And some of them have had offers at other companies that were frankly better than we could pay at the time. And they've chosen to stay with us because they believe in the vision, they believe in the team, and they know we're going to take care of them as we grow. So being good to your people and getting a group of people that really believe in the vision of what they're doing is very important. The third thing that's worked really well for us is the idea of Occam's razor, or simplicity. The world is a lot more complicated and complex than we often give it credit for. And so if you can boil down the complexity into the absolute simplest solution that you can build to solve a problem, that's going to be critical. Complexity increases cost, it increases time, it increases technical debt that you're going to hit later on if your solution is too complicated and complex to maintain. And so what you want to do is look for, again, not an overly simplistic solution, but a solution that is as simple as possible. You want to have something that's no more complex than it needs to be. And if you can achieve that, and that requires design thinking, not necessarily, again, wanting to impress someone with how amazing the engineering is of what you built, but the design thinking to say, what's the most elegant solution we can build that's going to solve my customer's problem? That'll keep you lean and solving people's problems faster and better. The fourth thing that's worked well for Flow is the community. We try to foster a sense of community. Now, if you have some sort of business that's you're trying to trick people, or it's kind of a scam, or any of these kinds of things, this doesn't really work. But we're talking about purpose-driven businesses where you want to have your client's best interest in your mind. So in that sense, community is huge, because community is how you can give back to the people in your ecosystem. They can learn that you're there for the long haul, and they can learn to trust you because you keep good on your promises. And so what's worked for us is our podcast, where we invite industry leaders and people in the industry to talk about problems that they're facing, solutions that they've seen, what's their experience is. This not only helps us make connections in the industry, but learn from the industry, and also helps other people in the industry learn from those people. And so we're able to create value for the entire ecosystem while also learning ourselves and developing partnerships. And some of these folks that have been on our podcast have gone on to become some of our best partners and collaborators. So that's very important. The last thing that's worked well for us, and that is maybe the hardest thing to get especially as a founder, is you need a sense of both urgency and patience. Now, those aren't usually talked about in the same sentence. They're sort of a yin and yang opposites. But having both of those and being able to mentally handle having both of those in your mind at the same time is critical for purpose-driven businesses, because you need to feel a sense of urgency to solve the problem that your market needs you to solve. You have to feel this pain that your solution isn't in more hands because it's the best and it solves the problem the best. And this pain that you haven't deployed all the features that your customers need yet. And so you're always pushing and always anxious to get these things done quickly. Without that urgency, you move too slow and you never get there. At the same time, there's certain aspects that require patience. Sales cycles, especially in our industry, can be 4, 5, 6 months, sometimes a year. And you need to give that time sometimes. Some things can't be pushed faster than they need to go. People need time to trust you, to learn about what you're doing, to trust the solution. And so you have to be able to pair this urgency to move as fast as you can with the patience to say, sometimes we need to take a step back and we need to wait, and we need to let the trust in the community build and do all of those things consistently day after day to have those things build in ways that can't be done overnight. And so it's an urgency to do all of those things while also having the patience to let them get done. So those are 5 things we've learned at Flow RMS and throughout my career that has helped us have success as a purpose-driven business. And I think will continue to help us as we grow and serve our customers.